You're watching the Randy and Christa show. I'm Christa Orecchio.
And I'm Randy Alvarez. And today's topic, we're talking about insomnia and the homeopathic approach. And with us, we have Willow Buckley. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you so much.
Now, somebody comes to you, an adult, maybe woman or late 30s, 40s, man or woman, insomnia.
Sure.
How do you approach it?
I want to know what type of insomnia. There's actually different types. Do you have a hard time falling asleep, or do you wake up in the middle of the night and then can't go back to sleep? So there's kind of a different way to look at insomnia. It's not just, I'm not sleeping. There's different reasons or ways the person isn't sleeping.
Or it's just light sleep the whole night. Or just light sleep the whole night.
Exactly. Or literally you're up till 2 a.m. and then you look at the clock and it's 3 a.m. and then it's 4 a.m. and then it's 5 a.m. and then you've got to get up and go to work and you feel like,
so what is the answer then?
The answer is homeopathy.
And have you ever helped anybody?
Yes. So it's really great.
So
there's
Christa?
There's Christa, yeah.
Christa went to you. That's right. You went to her.
Yeah, I had insomnia 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember what it was now, but it was nothing would work. And I'm a clinical nutritionist. I have a lot of tools in my toolkit. I get a lot of clients coming to me with insomnia. It's in the top 3 symptoms why they would come to me. So we're running lab work. We know how to use nutrition. None of my magic was working for me. And so I went to Willow and she did my constitutional homeopathy, where she gave me a specific remedy for me, and it was like a magic wand. The next night after I took it, I slept like a normal person. I felt like, what is this what everybody else feels like during the day? This is awesome. And you know, I know you have some trouble with insomnia from time to time, especially after, before we film shows and stuff, you get nervous. So I think this could help you too.
That's nervous.
So Chris is not unusual. Like she said, it's one of the top 3 reasons people come to her. And so I see insomnia a lot. People they come in and we're getting them sleeping. Sometimes they come in for other reasons and we're getting them sleeping. And I don't find out later that they had insomnia until after they're sleeping. So it's a secondary bonus sometimes for a lot of the treatment. I'd love to give your viewers a couple take-homes actually for remedies, especially for acute insomnia. So the one where you can't fall asleep, your brain is just buzzing. You've got ideas, either positive or the ones that are kind of not so positive, the ones that are maybe causing the anxiety that you don't care for, and you're just not falling asleep. Coffea cruda, it's a homeopathic remedy made from coffee in the Rubiaceae family. You take that a little bit before you go to sleep, maybe an hour before you're planning on going to sleep, and again when you're about to go to sleep, and you're going to get to sleep. Because just like the same idea is we're overstimulated from drinking too much coffee, that jittery kind of you can't fall asleep feeling as if you had like 5 shots of espresso before you went to bed, and you're going, what is going on?
Your cortisol's rising,
I don't even drink caffeine. Exactly, and so the Coffea cruda.
But that alone, or are you combining it with other things?
That alone.
Okay, now Christa knows that I have insomnia. You knew about this. You've never told me about this once.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. Good thing we're here now. No time like the present, Randy.
Is it I'm too far gone, or what's going on?
Let's go to the health food store after this. Get you some.
It's like I have a couple of LDS Mormon friends, and they've never invited me to church. And I said, what's going on? I'm never invited.
Is that me?
I'm too far gone?
Which one?
So I've told her about my insomnia, but I don't hear about this little secret drink. Okay,
secret
well anyway.
Pills, secret little, little pellets.
Oh, it's pellets that you drink in water?
Have you seen those tiny little blue vials at the right? As a health food store, you pop the top. They look like sugar pills. You can put 3 pills under your tongue.
Okay.
Let them dissolve. You do it about an hour before
So that's one of the
bed.
things for insomnia, because I know, look, being formerly an insomniac, like magnesium, different things.
I address those things as well.
Chamomile tea. So you're aware of all of those things.
Right.
Maybe 5-HTP. Do you like that or you don't like that?
I don't usually use it, no.
Or GABA. Do you use that or
I
don't use that?
But I'm perfectly fine if they are through other modalities or practitioners.
It depends, and that has to be highly customized. You can do
it
a lot of
depends on
damage with 5-HTP.
the root cause of their insomnia or what may be triggering.
Sometimes acute insomnia is situational, and so anticipation of an event or a test or something they're having to do that is very stressful, or flying. Some people have a fear of flying, and so they're can't sleep the night before. That is a different type of insomnia. And
you have things for that.
Is this number 2? Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple different ones. So, there's Argentum nitricum. That's a great one that they can take.
Say it again.
Argentum nitricum.
Okay.
That's one for the anxiousness, anticipatory anxiety, and then if that's causing them not to sleep as well.
Is that right? Now, where do you get these? Are these considered herbals?
At a
Jimbo's.
health food store. Yeah, online.
Can they
but
go to your
health food
website or
stores.
your website and learn and get these?
Well, they can find it at their local health food store, or they can go to my website, and I have a homeopathy kit that I think is the best starter kit for anyone who's looking to have self-care at their house and really start to use homeopathy. You're going to get 100 remedies and
100 remedies
100
in this
remedies,
kit?
and they're small in this kit. It's a must-have for
I
a
need to
starting
get this
kit.
kit.
Restock your whole medicine cabinet. Let's each get one.
Let's have you back on the show to go over what's in that kit.
Sure,
Can we
you
do
bring
that?
the kit. I'd love to talk
Krista, what do you
through it.
think? I have to approve everything through Krista. You think she can come back on the show?
I'd love to have her
Okay,
back
so
on the
getting
show.
back to sleep, and I think the big part about getting back to sleep, because people say, yeah, but I'm okay 4 hours here, 5 hours there. But if you get somebody to 7 or 8 hours, here's what happens: performing in life. First of all, your memory gets better. Your ambition gets better. You want to start a new business. In fact, after like 3-4 days in a row, after 8 hours of sleep, I feel like I could take on the world.
Right.
When I look at, I'm thinking, I don't need my work. I don't need my kids. I don't need anybody.
Talk to
I was
any
like,
new
you want to
parent.
just take.
Talk to any new parent. Their kids start sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
Right.
The ability to whip the world.
I mean, everything
getting 8
happens
hours.
when you are sleeping. And I think too many people think, well, I'm functioning fine. You know, it's like one of my lethargic friends. Well, I'm fine. I'm 4 hours.
It's their
like,
normal. But
this-
that's not.
The
There we
first
go.
That's
4
what they're
hours
used to.
are physical repair. The second 4 hours are psychic repair. And so 4 hours, you may be pulling acid out of the joints. You may be having, your cleanup crew happening where the liver is emptying itself between 1 and 3 a.m. But then you don't get those second 4 hours. You're not going to be yourself. That's where irritability comes in. It's where we process the emotions of life. And so sleep, I think it's the number one thing to do to improve your health.
And you're less hungry the
weight,
next day, as you know.
Your cravings, we all know when we don't sleep, we want caffeine and sugar, right? In the form of whatever
In-N-Out
type
burger.
of simple.
If I don't sleep, the next day I want pizza, In-N-Out burger, or
Sure, all that
Mexican
grease.
food.
That's sodium.
Okay.
Yep.
because I'm not
That's
what?
nice,
The
right?
idea is I'm not replenishing my neurotransmitters,
Right.
getting restorative sleep.
Yeah,
So
you
next day
need
my-
those high value foods that are going to trigger that release of dopamine and help you to continue to keep going.